All right, great. So this is again one of our Thursday virtual collaborate where we encourage everyone come and ask any kind of questions that you have that you are facing in your day-to-day life or some doubts, clarifications you need. I am not the only person who will respond. There are other experienced and senior people will be there in this forum. So today we have Saidius, Mike, and Idris. So Mike and Idris is not yet in camera, so we can discuss anything that you have. Maybe I might not have the right answer at right moment if the question is something that I am not aware of or used to working on that area. So I'll request Mike. Mike is also very senior person who is having a doctorate. He's going for a dual doctorate, and he is also an SPC and giving training at his own location. He's from USA. Idris, if you wants to quickly introduce yourself, and if possible, come on camera so that we can see you as well.
Okay, I'll come on camera briefly. So my name is Idris. I live in Manchester, United Kingdom. I'm an SPC as well.
Okay.
Nexus as well, and CSPSM.
Okay, great. So you are also an experienced in this particular domain.
Not as experienced.
Today we have the instructor. No one joined who have questions today.
Yeah, I have a question today.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm now a member of an additional project where I work. I'm an agile coach for a couple of years now. And now our IT, the corporate IT, is thinking of implementing and scaled agile approach.
Okay.
So by now, I've been coaching teams and greater teams and distributed teams on how to, also the management on how to become more agile in the way of thinking, in the mindset. But now we have the IT, and I was thinking about, okay, the first step when it comes to agile transformation is to see, after the why is clarified, to double check the different, the quality, how is it working at the moment with the quality, with the schedule, with all of those aspects. And then it comes to the decision which scale agile approach to select. And this is where I'm having my difficulties in trying to really find or pinpoint an approach that would be fitting for their situation. And my question is, in your experience as you as a practitioner, which factors, what do you consider when selecting or helping a team, a company to select?
So your organization, they are still thinking of going into SAFe? They are already adopted SAFe and they have started the journey?
No, they have, at the moment, they are all somehow in a waterfall framework. Okay. No agile at all at the moment.
And is there someone already engaged with discussion with the management or the team members or the decision makers? Or this is just at the very beginning?
Yeah, the very beginning. The senior management, they came to that idea because he was at the conference, and in this conference, the Agile, and all the other peers were telling him that Agile, that's fantastic, and then your time to market and your productivity and employee engagement would improve. And this has been the motivation for him to say top down, hey, we need an agile framework implemented here in our IT.
How big your organization is?
Sorry?
How big your organization or enterprise is?
So my organization is about 20,000 worldwide, and here the local IT, they might be like 600 people.
So it's
The
a
corporate IT
product-based company, it's a service industry.
is manufacturer, an appliance,
And
house
if
appliances
I just
manufacturer.
talk about the IT part, though SAFe can be applied in non-IT as well. But let's try to focus on that IT part. You are saying approximately 600 people you have, and they are situated across globe or in close proximity.
We started already with the discussions with that senior manager, and yeah, now we have the task to observe, to come with a hypothesis, and to say, okay, what kind of approach or framework do we recommend in this case?
Yeah, see, SAFe can definitely be very easily fit into your situation. If you have 600 IT people, and what I understand that you are not manufacturing product, you are in transport usage, right?
No, what the company does where I am, they manufacture
Manufacturing.
appliances. Yeah, appliances
Oh,
like washing machines and dishwashers.
And the
And so-
IT people, they create the software that embed into that system.
Exactly.
Right?
They create the software for the products. They also create other software. And what they also do is to get software from an external company, for example, SAP,
Okay.
and then localize it to the
So
company.
there are two types of softwares that you are making. Few will be embedded into the appliances that you are making, and maybe few softwares that you are making for internal administrations and management, few applications that you are making for your websites, and all those development is going on.
Exactly. So we have the external software, we have the in-house software, and in the in-house software, then for different kind of users.
The external software is also you are coordinating with other service provider or platform provider to change based on your strategies moving forward, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, whenever we go for SAFe or starting our SAFe, first we need to find out why we want to go for SAFe. So you already identified that as of now you are kind of a pure waterfall or kindest of waterfall, and you are not getting the faster time to market, or you are not getting that quality product in time. That is what you have identified.
Mhm.
What's your role in that organization? You are a Scrum Master or a decision maker or senior leadership? Where are you?
No, I'm an Agile coach, and I am also a business consultant within the company, an internal consultant, and I lead different projects.
Okay.
So the project I'm leading now is the implementation of conversational AI or the chatbot worldwide. So and when it's finished, then I get the next one.
Whenever we will be planning to go into SAFe, we need to switch our mindset from project to product. Don't think about that this is a project and this is what we'll be building in 1 year. Think about the product point of view. And not only you need, if you are the coach, maybe you can make them understand that identify what are the key products. Now, are you SAFe certified? Any of the SAFe certifications have you done?
I have done the Scrum Master certification and also the PMP and the SPC.
Yeah, if you are SPC, you remember that there is something we talked about as a value stream mapping, identifying the value stream for every product. So if you, your first step is to identifying your value stream, that what is your operational value stream are there. Think about each product that you are building, what are the workflows it goes through. Maybe some software, when I'm talking about workflow, it's not development, testing, analysis, no. Let's talk about what are the different areas. Maybe sometimes it comes into your idea, then it may goes for that we need to build up a marketing team, we need to build up another applications for promotional, another applications that we need to build. So you will be creating all the steps from idea to implement into your final machines or embedding or deploying into productions for your customer uses. What are the key steps that we have? Each step need to be having technological opportunity. That is what we need to think about, because once you have identified, okay, this is my operations, and your operations may be different for different types of products. You may have something for your internal admin and management purpose application. You may have something, a client facing web application. You may be having something that is embedded into the appliances that you are building. So they will be having a different sets of values going through that operation. So values, when I'm talking about operational value stream, each steps have some technological opportunity. Identify that technological opportunity can be delivered by building a system. Think about what are the different systems we can build in. And don't go for all of them together. Find one operation, work out what are the different systems we are building, and that system, how we can build that, where we will be coming up the development value stream. So if you are already an SPC certified, you are able to relate that when I'm talking about operational value stream. There are other areas where your organizations may need to think about the budgeting and the strategies. That also, if someone have an lean portfolio management people, they will be able to work on that. But I'm just talking about the execution side, how you can come up from structuring your organization into the safe enterprise. Once you have identified your development value stream, you will be able to identify, okay, I need this many people in this technology from these places, they are available. This many people in this technology, these areas is available. Try to form, okay, how I can build my fast art. And I believe if you are total 600 people, pick the smallest one, the easiest one. Otherwise, you may find difficulties. And go with the fast art one, not with everyone. Plot what's your development values, operational value stream, what are the systems you need to build. Out of those systems, what are the development value stream required to build that system. Now, once the development value streams you have identified, you will start forming your art. You need to go for awareness within your organizations. Maybe you are an SPC, train everyone within your organization for, say, for team whom you think they should understand. Train your management on LPM, train the architects on the architect area, train the leaders on the leading safe. That way you can bring the awareness first. Otherwise, if you start talking about development value stream, system, participatory budget, agile release chain, they will not be able to understand. So bring them up into the safe atmosphere. Everyone should understand and speak one language. Once they are there, you will also get many inputs, because if you make your management understand, okay, this is what the safe framework is. There are many areas that you don't know, I don't know, but your management knows, okay, this can be fit in better. So take their inputs and incorporate that. Okay, so take that input. So then I would start with the, let's say, with the easiest of those value streams, create the art around it, and then start. Yeah, so out of the multiple different products that you are building, find out which product development will be the most easiest. Also think about the people around that product who will be more cooperative, or whom you think will be easy to transit into this agile way of working. Bring your management buy-in that, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I will be constantly needing your support, because some areas the people needs to change the way they are working as of today. Are you able to understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know. But you know what? The company I'm working in, they are very traditional. Yeah, very, very traditional, old company of 120 years old. And the power dynamics are very tight still. Yeah, see, that is where when SAFE comes in. SAFE don't say break your organizational hierarchy. That already have a value. You need to remain with that. But treat the SAFE as a second operating system. That how that hierarchy adds values to the customer centricity. Why we comes into SAFe? Because SAFe always give you the opportunity to give the best value to your customer. And that is what's the ultimate need is. So you can remain with the, you need to make them understand that organizational hierarchy is important to run that big organization. That will be remain there, but you need to act something in the SAFe framework as a additional responsibility or additional, you may mention that mentorships, whatever the terms comes up good based on you, because you have a different culture, you are in Germany. So Germany, I don't know what you should say, what you should not say, but you understand that better. But the goal over here is we cannot ask them to change the change their culture overnight. That will destroy everything. You need to very tactically bringing the SAFe way of working, because until you will not be showing something that, okay, how the result is coming up, they may not able to see the benefit. Because everything what you will be starting mostly goes into theory. So that's why I'm saying start with a pilot project or a very small project, which is very easy. But the people involved, you can actually make them understand. They will support you. And then start working from all those different areas of plotting out what will be the strategic vision you have, what are the different, you can make them understand. To make that vision, what is the influencer that you should think about. They may be thinking about, but is not structured, or they may not have be documented in that way. So then you think about, okay, we are talking about this particular product. There are multiple different, SAFe is huge. So one person, if he wants to go for changing the whole organizations, it may create little problem. So if you are one person, what you can do, don't think about portfolio layer now. Don't think about the large solution layer now. Just think about the essential SAFe, how you can build up a program where you can showcase, okay, this is my operational value stream. This is the system that we are about to build. And to build these systems, I may need this value stream or only one value stream. That value streams, yeah, you have a question?
No.
Yeah, so that value streams, you will be focusing to build your first program, create your agile release train, and do your first PI planning, execute your first PI planning, and showcase the success. Then if you think, okay, you need to go for one more PI planning, go for that to bring another program or another value streams into your train. You will be building more trains after that.
Okay. Yeah, so start little. But it could happen, let's say the worst scenario, they say, no, SAFe, it sounds too complicated.
Yeah, that's why you are the SPC. So you will need to make them understand that SAFe looks complex if you try to adopt everything at one go. You break them each part of the SAFe and explain what is it. They will be able to relate that most of the things they are already doing. This is just a structured way of applying it. So you need to convince them how SAFe will be helpful for them and make them understand what you are looking at. If you try to adopt every framework by next day, it's not possible, because SAFe also have not structured that framework in one day. They started 2011. Now it's almost 11 years. They are applying it for multiple different enterprises, getting their feedbacks and changing their framework. And they initially, if you think about before 4.5, they didn't had, I think before 4 or something, they didn't had separations of the different configuration in SAFe. Right now, you have a full SAFe or portfolio SAFe or your essential SAFe. You can start with essential SAFe. That is very easy to start with and showcase the result. Don't show anything about, okay, this is my portfolio or this is my large solutions. These are the different system engineering. This is my platform teams. Don't bring them up at the beginning.
Okay, thank you. That's so good. Okay, that's a very good.
Sorry, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So have you actually are you currently have you adopted any of the Agile frameworks as well?
No.
Exactly. So if you've not adopted any Agile framework, how can we scale what we don't even have?
Because we know that they will have more than one team working on a specific product. They know this already. And they say we cannot adopt, for example, Scrum for a team of, I don't know, 20 to 50 people. So they know already they need an unscaled approach where many teams are organized to work and bring a specific product.
So like how many teams will be working on a particular product?
How many teams? We have identified 11 teams, yeah.
11 teams to work on one product.
11 teams that they work on 3 different products, yeah.
So 11 teams working on 3 different products.
3
So how
different
many teams will work on one product?
How many teams on one product? I think we're 3. I think it's more than 11, huh? God, 3 teams working on one product. 3,
so
no,
if we have 3 teams,
4
if we have
in
3
one.
teams,
Yeah, 4 in the other one, and the other one, the 4. Yeah, that's how it is.
so if we have 3 teams working on one product, why do we want to scale? Why can't we have one product and 3 teams working on it? One product on 3 teams.
Yeah, and this is exactly the question that we have to answer. We have to answer what kind of scaled framework is fitting for that situation.
Again, you need to think about before going into SAFe. So when you start about SAFe, they will not be talking about the fundamental of Agile, the fundamental of Scrum, or the fundamental of Kanban. So are your team, they are aware of what is Agile is? Because if you go into SAFe will be more into a scaling part they will be bringing in.
Exactly.
So if you are already into that level, SAFe will be help you out. But think about if you want to bring up the fundamental knowledge. Think about if you just talk about SAFe will not talk about what is story points in detail. They will just talk about 2 or 3 slides. But your team needs to understand why we are going into story points. We are doing into effort hours very good. As a coach, you need to first bring them up into that level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you start there will be a gap if you start the SAFe directly without talking, and that is where SAFe also have something called SAFe for teams where they talks about fundamental. But again, if you want to go for a real fundamental, what is Agile, how it is different than waterfall, what are the key differences or benefit you will go get from the Agile, that you need to first bring them out. You may need to go for multiple sessions with your team members, maybe in a big room training, or maybe in your whatever you think is good. Once they are realized, okay, going into Agile is beneficial because of this reason, first let them start working into Agile. And eventually, once you see what will be SAFe's thing is, if you are not having a big size of team, you may find, okay, SAFe is become an overhead. So let's not go into that. If you think, okay, we are actually a big size team, first, you have not worked on Agile, because moving Agile way to a SAFe way is little easier than directly jumping from waterfall to SAFe.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
so I have to then to go a step back and first.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to drive at. You know, you can't move from you cannot move from waterfall to SAFe. You need to move from waterfall first to maybe Scrum or Kanban or whatever first, and then let people understand the basics of what it's all about. Let people understand the basics of Agile before you can now start scaling Agile. You can't scale something you don't have. So you must have Agile first before you scale. If you don't have Agile, you cannot scale Agile.
Okay, then I have to, yeah. Okay, then I will
See,
stop the actionismus there. Ah,
See, as of now, what you are doing is you are writing in a blackboard. Now, what you thought that I need to start doing it in a big canvas. But first, you need to understand how to draw in canvas. Then we will start drawing in a big canvas. So you are switching from blackboard to a big canvas may create a chaos because there is a huge space and you may get distracted. Start working in a block. And so, as Idris mentioned, definitely that will be one area you can consider. Transforming them into Agile, it will not take much time because you don't need to bring them up into maturity for, let's say, 1 year. You can go for 2-3 months. Let them understand each and every part of Agile. Let them understand the roles at the team level, how product owners, scrum masters, or the developer's key role is, how their principles and values are coming up. If they transit from Agile way of working to your scale, that will be more easy transition. Most of the time, why people say SAFe is not working for them because they don't have the foundation. And if you don't have the foundation, if you jump into SAFe, you may not be able to sustain that for a long period of time because of your acceptability will be low. They will not be able to connect.
Thank you so much. That's a good advice. Yeah. Yeah, because it could be, yeah. It could turn into a problem if because of this advice from the senior manager coming to us and saying, hey, we need here a scale because he saw it at the convention or I don't know where he was. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's the mistake many organizations make. You know,
Yeah,
they go to seminars and they see something and they're coming back and say we have to implement this. It's like you want to scale a building, but you don't even have a building. So what do you want to scale?
Yeah, the air. Okay. Idris, you're muted. I don't know if you were talking.
So we have few more people join. Margaret, Ramchandra, Syed, Firoz. No one is on camera. So if anyone wants to come on camera, you are most welcome.
Hi, Niladri. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Margaret.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing while I raised my hand, but Niladri hit the nail on the head while we were talking about if you hadn't even started Agile, then it won't be advisable to scale. Yeah, that was a good contribution from Idris. Hi, Idris.
Hi, Margaret.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good advice. I will then have to double check the communication and also the approach that we have at the moment to this topic. And then I have to get a one-on-one with that CEO and double check his motivation.
Exactly. Just let them know that this is a journey, not a destination. So it's not something we want. It's not something we want to achieve in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Right.
You know, it's something we have to be strategic about. You know, strategic implementation.
And it's not like a project that we start today and it ends in 6 months and then it's done. Yeah.
Exactly. So like Neil said earlier on, you know, so we need to change our mindset from project mindset to product mindset. And you know, a product basically lasts until you take it out of the market, whereas a project is a temporary venture that maybe after 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, once you deliver, you disband the team.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for this advice from your. Now I have an idea on how to approach that next week. Yeah.
All right, great. And anyone else have any other questions like Margaret, Syed? No?
Hi, Nidhi. I joined the late session because of once stepping fast out from the office by reaching to the home taking time. So probably I didn't know. I don't know in and outs what is happening. It was so, but I used to follow your. YouTube channel at the same time. There were short videos. It was really helpful for me because it was how this working as a business analyst as a capital market domain. When I used to look your suggestions, how the things will go, what other things should do, could be a add-on to your career. So it really helpful for me. So I used to follow you in the short videos as well as YouTube. So that's the only reason I used to join this session, because it could be not only for me, maybe with the people who's been working as a BA as agile methodology. It's really helpful. And the things what happens whatever we are doing is, if it is could be, if you learn from you, it could be really helpful for our career, and at the same time it could be add on to our resume and benefited to the career growth as well. So I am really, it's like really helpful in my videos. It's nice to be following for you, and it's thankful for you because you are giving a wonderful message in your short videos as well. It's really nice to be following you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Syed. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the forum that we have created. What happened is we have our own Telegram group. There are multiple LinkedIn group, Facebook group, WhatsApp group. Now, the questions are coming from a scattered way from different places. And for me also, replying all of them on different groups sometimes is not possible. So we created this forum every Thursday. Whoever have any questions, come up and ask your question. I may able to answer few of them. I may need some time to learn about that. Something new maybe come up to me that I have not worked on. But there are other experienced people are there. Idris or Mike, those are also have good numbers of experience on the industry. They will try to help the other people who have questions. So that's the reason of this forum. Though in some of the sessions, people didn't know this is exist. I just joined and one or two people were there. This is good. At least we have five of you joined. You are welcome. You can ask your friend or advise them, join this. If they have any questions on Agile, we will happy to answer all of those questions what we can.
Sure. Thank you. Definitely.
All right. Do we have any other questions? If not, then probably we can wind it up today. Or if we have, we can take your question. Anyone?
No, as of now, we don't have anything. I'll write it down next week. Probably some of the doubts which which could be benefit for me. At the same time, who I joined this session at the. So I'll raise some questions in the next.
All right, great then. Thank you. Thanks everyone for connecting, and we will see you once again on next Thursday. Till that time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.